Okay, so y'all already know how we playing. Too much water or put the fire out. Too much fire or evaporate the water. But the right correlation of these two elements creates the jacuzzi effect. Now let's go.
I'm looking for the heart in you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Baby, looking when you ain't looking. So if you want it, you better try hard.
Okay, Cancer. When you're dealing with the Sagittarius, okay, so when you got a Sagittarius significant other, you might just meet this person at the workplace. All right, you might meet this person in the workplace. It might even have something to do with travel industry, the hotel. Well, nah, once, yeah, maybe just because you're lodging on a trip or something like that. Maybe they work with the agency that you use to go to an Airbnb or take some time off somewhere or something like that. This person may even, you might meet them at the gym or something like that. They might be an exercise guru training you to get fit or something like that. And then next thing you know, y'all are hitting it off. You know what I mean? Where else? Because you might meet this person at Petco or something. You might meet this person because you're going to buy some pit bull puppies or something like that, and then you just like, oh my god, you're hot to be selling pit bulls, like, so let's go walk these dogs, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm serious, like, this might be where you run across this Sagittarius person. Now this person is going to be like lightning quick. It's going to be like lightning in a bottle when you meet this person. But they may be very serious about their craft and what they do. And so finding time to be with this Sagittarius Cancer is going to be a challenge for you. So be careful that you don't cling on too quickly because of this fiery motion that this person can have, this energetic, snappy type thing going on. And for the most part, from my perspective, right, it's like if they're working so much routinely, there really shouldn't be much that you have to worry about, except if they do like work in a gym, and then it's just like, oh, you working in the gym around all these bodies that are getting fit and everything, and I gotta put up with this, like, you too hot for me to be at home or whatever I'm doing while you're out there doing that. If that's the case, I can understand, you know what I mean? However, I'm just talking about from the cliche stereotype archetype of Sagittarius. If they're doing something routinely to the point where it's like it's so clinical, then that's a good area for Sagittarius to be in, because you know they can get the wandering and doing X, Y, and Z. And for a Sag to find that type of routine is ideal for you. That's a green light for you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you run into a Sag that's just straight up out of whack, all over the place, has no type of regimen, has no type of discipline, get out of there. That's a red flag. That's not the Sag for you. You're looking for the Sag who's got this thing figured out, or at least it's going to look like it. You know what I'm saying? It's really, from the outside looking in, it's really going to look like this person got it going on, because you're going to know where they're at from A to Z. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be like bing, 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 bing. There's not much you got to really think about until they get bored. And now, of course, careers can change for them. And then the next thing you know, they might be like, okay, well, we got to move out of town. And you're like, what? It's just like, yeah, I got a new job out, so-and-so and such and such. I just had to speak to you about it. What do you think? You game? Let's go. You know what I mean? And if you're not with that, just imagine, right? So Cancer, you can become sentimental to the point where you won't want to leave your roots where you grew up, or you won't want to leave this particular apartment or house because of the memories that you have there, and there's just too much mementos there for you to part ways from this place. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that will have you being left. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this might not be a long-term situation. You know what I mean? The cardinal going with the fiery, mutable energy. You know what I mean? When you thinking for the long haul down the road, but at the same time thinking of something that's based and stationary, right? Because you're all about the home life. It's embedded in you. Then to be able to keep up with this Sagittarius may be a major challenge for you when it comes to the long run. And I'm not saying it can't work. I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying to be thoughtful about these types of things when you're doing planning and stuff like that. So I would say even more like this, right? This is what I believe would work better if you, or should you trust in this Sagittarius person like that to lead the way, right? Because you're both are leaders. However, if you can gauge this person well enough to say, you know what, you really do got it going on, or you do got it together. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you can trust them to make decisions that are based upon life and share those decisions with you in some type of way, then you can let them make the plans of what's going to happen. You get what I'm saying? Because not for nothing, because you're dealing with a Sagittarius Cancer, their planning should be impeccable. They should be able to take the leadership role and plan where it is that you two are going to be doing, where you're going to be going next, and things of that nature. Now, if you run across a Sagittarius that is not capable of doing these things, that's a red flag. Get out of there, because that means they're going to let their spontaneity take over to the point where they undermine all of the work that they've done, whether it be collectively in different areas or different spots, or they've been at one spot for a long time. They can undermine all of those efforts for some lofty new idea that hasn't been tested through time, and they're just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway, recklessly. Then that's a red flag. You want to really see if they have the capability of thinking it through and strategizing. If they're not using strategy for the things that they're planning to do, and you're trying to be a part of that, then you know it's not the right mix, not the right fit for you. You get what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to lifestyle and behavior, Cancer, I want you to pay close attention to the Sagittarius as well. You know, I said you might meet them in a gym. I said you might meet them routinely working somewhere. So these are things that can keep Sagittarius in a box that, well, really in a box, and they're not used to that. You understand what I'm saying? However, at the same time, the reckless behavior that can come with Sagittarius is actually filtered when it comes to being with you, because they will pick up these things, right? However, if you notice that they are out to snacks, like they're all over the place and they don't have that type of discipline, then you got to get out of here. It's a red flag. Not only that, if they have unhealthy habits, and you know what that is, you could discern what that is, right? If they have unhealthy habits and they do those things routinely, you got to get out of there. It's a red flag. It's going to be not only detrimental to their health, but it's going to start rubbing off on you, because they're going to get snappy on you. They're going to start flipping on you. They're going to start, just erupting out of anywhere. And it's going to be like, wait a minute, it's not what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And they just got to get it together. They got to be in a different light. So these are the areas to look out for, pros and cons, when dealing with a Sagittarius Cancer.